What's going on, Z Nation? Zaid here on ZSPN, and today, guys, I'm going to be talking about the Broncos as concerns of Week 5. They played against the New York Jets today. Just want to give you guys my thoughts about it. But before anything, like always, please be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, share my videos all over Facebook, Twitter, all the good social media stuff. Now, it is a disappointing loss for the Denver Broncos. I really have to give a lot of props to the New York Jets offense and defensive team. I mean, they came out and played. I mean, it was like really mind-boggling how they played. I mean, even though they went maybe, I believe the record right now, they're like 1-3 in the league right now. But you know, with this win that they got, it's like shows that they are possibly maybe the number one, maybe 3 or 4 best offensive team in the NFL. I mean, the way that they played against my Broncos, I mean, it was really, really impressive to watch, and I give them a lot of credit and a lot of props for today's game, because, you know, my Broncos, there's a lot of issues with this team. I just don't know what's going on. At one point, we were like leading at the first quarter, but then somehow it just gotten away from them. You know, it all starts also with, sadly, with the defensive team. They allowed a lot of rushers to attack today. I mean, where was our defense? I did not know where they were. I mean, it looked like they were not into it today. And I really had to blame it on the defensive coordinator. At one point, I was like all in on the defensive coordinator, Joe Woods, but somehow, you know, you just have to blame it. I mean, there was not a lot of effort out there from the defensive team, and especially from Von Miller. I mean, you know, he's our number one guy. I mean, the guy at week 1 and week 2, you know, he came out and was all over the place when it came to attacking quarterbacks and just basically playing good defense. But somehow, I'm not sure, maybe he just has an injury that we don't even know about. I'm not so sure, but I can give them one credit. I mean, I believe in the third quarter they got an interception, but you know, other than that, you know, I'm not sure. Maybe a trade needs to happen for them to improve their defensive team or something, because this is totally unacceptable. And I hope that they turn something around, possibly next week at home against the Los Angeles Rams, which, by the way, they have a good offensive team, and especially from that star quarterback that they have there. So I hope they come back with a much better mindset and just be ready to go when they go up against that Rams offense next week. But let's get into the offensive team as well for the Broncos. At one point, if you see the stats of Case Keenum, you might be saying, oh, wow, that's a good stat. I mean, he played very well. That's not the case, okay? It was in the fourth quarter, and he had almost about maybe 100 yards added on to that fourth quarter stats that he produced. And by him having 2 touchdowns, you know, that all happened in the fourth quarter, which, by the way, the Broncos were just, you know, they were still down by, I believe, 2 touchdowns. So don't be all surprised because of his stats, because, you know, he just gained that from the fourth quarter. So and overall, Case Keenum played badly today. And for me, guys, there's either 2 things. Either I have to blame it on the quarterback, or I have to blame it on the coaching staff. I mean, there's a lot of issues there. I mean, our wide receivers are playing very well. I mean, they're doing a great job, especially from Demaryius Thomas, who is my favorite player to watch all the time. And, you know, you can tell that he was out there, you know, just pass me the ball, I'll catch it, and he catches it. I mean, there was some moments there, and to the point in the fourth quarter that he gained us a touchdown. from 42 yards. So you can tell that he was ready. He was all over the place today, and also with the rest of our receivers as well. So I don't blame the receivers. I blame the quarterback, and sadly, I think maybe a change should happen, but I don't really see that happening yet whatsoever. But maybe there could be a possibility that maybe the head coach will possibly, I hope it happens, maybe he gets fired very soon. So it's all up in the air right now. But right now, I just think that the Broncos should really focus on next week's game against the Rams. So if they mainly focus on that and possibly get a win there, maybe things will turn around for the Broncos. And also I want to talk about our rushing game. There is no disappointment when it comes to our rushing game because, you know, they came out and they played their ass off. And I have to say that they played very well, and especially from Philip Lindsay, continuing to produce and just continuing to just prove everyone wrong that he is possibly the best rookie running back in this class. And I just hope that he possibly continues that momentum and just, I don't know, leads to the possibility of getting a Rookie of the Year. So all signs show it, but you know what? If he just continues that, we can possibly see that happen. And overall, guys, it's a disappointing loss, and especially from the fourth quarter when, you know, it was like maybe 1 minute left into the game, and you can really tell that once Case Keenum throw that football to the red zone, and somehow the one of the defensive players intercepted the pass, he just ran for it, and you could just tell by the Broncos he just gave up. I know it was just 1 minute, and obviously we're not going to win, but you know what? Show some effort. I mean, show some motion when it comes to, you know, just being a unit and just, you know, showing the Bronco fans in New York that, you know what, we are still your team and we're still going to attack no matter what. And obviously they gave up, and just basically they got a touchdown return for, I believe now it was a touchdown. It was just an interception for 107 yards. So they allowed that to happen. So overall, guys, give me your thoughts about this game. Were you disappointed like me, or were you a little bit optimistic when it comes to the Broncos? They can possibly come back from this. I mean, I'm not saying they won't. I mean, I hope they come back from this. But, you know, do you think that the Broncos should have showed a little more effort in this game than previous games? So comment down below, like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you all in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Go Broncos. Peace.